Alright, so today what I want to go over is, there's a lot of people out there, and I see a lot of aspiring coaches, and sometimes I don't think really as an industry or as people we understand what it entails to be a great coach. And I'm not by any means gonna sit here and toot Matt's horn, and maybe I am. It might look that way, but I know from what I have with Matt in the aspect of not only a friendship but a coach athlete relationship is something very rare, something very unique. And I think that due to Matt being an amazing, great coach, and whether you agree or disagree, it's hard to argue his track record. So we'll leave that at that. But there's certain things that make what me and Matt do successful, and I see a lot of people in posts and things, and it's like one that just comes to mind. Somebody made a post about basically if you were to give any old Joe Blow mechanic a Ferrari and he changes the oil and rotates the tires, I bet you're gonna start winning races because it's a Ferrari. Basically entailing that because of me and who I am and my work ethic and the genetic components that are at play within my physique, Matt deserves little to no credit due to the fact that I'm just an anomaly. Now personally, I don't believe that I am that big of a genetic outlier. I think I am blessed with great genetics. I think that's part of bodybuilding. I think that's early in bodybuilding separates the people that are gonna go a long ways in it and the people that aren't. And unfortunately, sometimes that's just the way it is in life, I don't care how much another trainer or another sprinter trains or how hard he trains, odds are he's not going to be Usain Bolt. There are genetic limitations within us all. But that being said, is back to the whole Ferrari analogy. First and foremost, you have to be educated enough to work on a car, a high performance vehicle like that. Just as Matt has to be educated enough to work with a individual with very demanding needs such as myself. Secondly, you have to find somebody that's willing to trust you with their Ferrari. You know what I'm saying? It's not like you're just gonna come up to the very wealthy man, walk into his very nice car and be like, hey man, why don't you let me tune that up for you? He's probably gonna laugh at you and be like, I'm out, So those right there are two components that I think people are overlooking drastically. Number one, you have to be educated and certified to do such work. And number two, you have to be trustworthy enough and reliable enough and honest enough to be, for lack of a term, to be gifted with the opportunity. Not that, working with me is much of a gift. It's probably more of a pain in the ass. Things like that I think are often overlooked. And then also when it comes to me and Matt, I think there's an aspect that people don't see and that people don't know. And this is where it hits home for me, and this is where I know that when I wake up in the morning and when I go to bed at night and when I walk into the gym with Matt, I know without a doubt I've got the best partner in crime I could have for the task at hand. And it goes way beyond making a diet, it goes way beyond laying out training. It goes into the realm of Matt his role is just it's so many things. I mean, number one, he saves me from myself. I mean, you know, if it weren't for Matt, I'd be training 3 hours a day, doing 2 hours of cardio a day, and starving myself every day because, I mean, I just want to win that bad. And I truly think that he saves me from myself in that aspect. And then also there's the mental side of things, you know, is he's just as much a strength as he is a coach. You know, whether it be I wake up in the morning, and the crazy thing about our relationship is he knows from the first word I speak in the morning what kind of day and what kind of mood I'm in. You know what I'm saying? We talked about it last night, we laughed about it. But it's true, you know. I wake up in the morning, I look in the mirror, I'm not happy with the way I look, I'm not happy with the weight on the scale, I'm not happy with this and the other. It's like, hey, let's just take these fucking pictures and go to cardio. You know? I wake up and I'm happy, he can tell, because I'm chipper, I'm funny, I'm my normal self. He can also tell when I'm, you know, got other things on my mind, whether it be, you know, something that I read online that maybe got under my skin, or something that, you know, so-and-so said that just rubbed me the wrong way, or maybe I'm just in a bad mood because, you know, girlfriend issues or family issues or whatever. But there's so much more that goes into being a coach, and not just a physique coach, but any coach, than just X's and O's. And these intangible things are what truly makes for a coach-athlete relationship that's really going to be successful. And I think when it comes to us, that's what we have here. And you know, it's really easy from the outside looking in to not quite grasp everything that's at play, and to underappreciate the many hats that Matt wears. You know, Matt's my best friend. Matt's also a mentor. Matt is, like I said, a shrink. Matt is my training partner. Matt is my dietitian. Matt is, you know, when, you know, and not to degrade Matt or belittle him in any way, because this isn't what I'm saying, but Matt handles things that nobody else would want to handle. You know, whether it be booking flights, whether it be arranging my travel, whether it be making sure when I get to where I go, I have my food, whether it be, you know, so many little things that other coaches would be too prideful to do. Matt's got me. You know, so for you guys out there that are aspiring to maybe go down the road such as Matt, and maybe you would, you know, look to Matt as an example, because I know when Matt was coming up doing this, he looked at Neil Hill as an example, and Neil is now one of Matt's best friends, and Neil is also a good friend of mine, as well as Flex. And it's funny because when me and Matt started working together, I think the people we desired to emulate the most were them too, because you look at what they've accomplished and the way they've accomplished it as professionals and businessmen is second to none.